I'm Coach Trachtenberg with Figure It Out Baseball. I'm the head coach here at Rosemont College in southeastern Pennsylvania. And I want to talk to you about building a throwing routine as a pitcher. All pitchers are a little bit different in their throwing routines, their mechanics, and even on a daily basis, kind of what they're doing in terms of when they pitch last and when they're pitching next. So I want to give you some pointers, and I think as a coach you can help your pitchers understand where they are in their throwing progression of the week, what days it's good to air out, which days it might be good to go a little bit less. And as players, you want to start to determine these things on your own too. Arm care is essential, so whether it's bungee cord exercises or heavy balls, working with an experienced coach in those areas can help protect some of those small muscle groups, and that's really good for all positions. When we get into our catch play as a pitcher, even on a daily basis, we can work on routines that are going to help us be a better pitcher and then also be a better defensive pitcher as well. So to start with, we might be at a very short distance, and I might just work from a stretch position here, and it might be only 45 feet, a ball in hand, and just a little bit of a rock back and forth we might go, just to get some arm action, get our body coming through. These are ways, again, just to find some rhythm, find that arm slot that you want to get to. As we get out to maybe 60 feet or so, maybe that distance from home plate to the mound, we might incorporate a leg lift to it, and then coming down to a power position to throw. When we're throwing, we probably want to work to the chest area of our partner. And even at this distance, we can work on things as a pitcher, just like receiving, because sometimes we'll cover a base and have to, again, receive for a force play at, say, first base. We can get out to this distance and even work on our tags. So again, our partner might go ahead and lift, deliver a throw to us, and as a pitcher, we might want to work on receiving and putting a tag down, like we might have to do at home plate if we're covering. These are some defensive pieces you can put into the puzzle too. When we're at that 60-foot distance, we might want to add some action to our throws. So this might be fielding bunts. And again, we can do this at angles. So we might go ahead a little bit off to the right of center, and we can pretend like we delivered a pitch. There's a ball on the ground. We run over, field, make a throw to first base. Go to the left, field, turn our body, make a throw to third base. Those are things we can incorporate probably inside 90 feet because that's, again, the distance of those throws in games. As we get out to our 90-foot distance here, we want to make sure we're really incorporating our legs. For here, again, you can start in a stretch position if you choose, or a straight-on position, almost like a pitcher. But again, getting your feet involved, getting your lower half involved, shortening the distance, working your full body into a throw, a full arm action, and a good follow through. When we're at this distance as well, this is a terrific time to start working other pitches such as change-ups and two-seams. So when we're out at that 90-foot distance, when we work with those types of grips, we might get to see really how our ball moves with those different grips. If we want to work on developing the movement on our two-seam fastball, for instance, we've got to throw it, and during catch play is a great time to do it. When we get out past the 90-foot distance, you really want to, again, listen to your body, listen to your arm. Know when during the year you might want to push it a little bit, or if you're in the middle or the back end of a season, that's time to ease back a little bit. But get a feel for your body, get a feel for your arm, and this is where coaches can have the conversation with the player about that. We don't want to go too much past 100 feet today. Again, these are opportunities to build some arm strength, but again, we don't want to injure ourselves or overwork the arm. When we get out past that 100-foot base, I think it's really important pitchers focus on two things. One is working on using our body to throw, not just using our arm, and also making sure that we're always throwing to a target. When we get out to these distances of over, say, 90 feet, I think it's important pitchers focus on two key elements of their throw. One's going to be the use of their whole body, especially their lower half, so that we're getting ourselves behind our throw. Just like on the mound, we don't want to throw with just our arm, we want to use our body. We want to do that when we're at these further distances. And the second important piece is whenever we're throwing a ball as a pitcher, but especially as we get deeper, let's make sure we're throwing to a target, and a small target at that. So your partner puts up the glove, we're trying to hit a spot on the glove or a spot on a uniform of your partner. Rather than just being happy to air your throw out and not really caring where it goes, let's go ahead and pinpoint a direction for ourselves. I hope this is helpful in kind of building a routine from a very short distance of 30, 40 feet out to 100 plus feet. I think it's important as a pitcher to develop a routine in terms of arm strength, whether it be with weights, with weighted balls, with bands. Again, to protect your arm and build strength, which will help you avoid injuries. Again, I'm Coach Trachtenberg with Figure It Out Baseball, and I'm the head coach here at Rosemont College.
Thanks for tuning in to Figure It Out Baseball. If you're watching on the figureitoutbaseball.com website, I hope you check out the Figure It Out Baseball store and grab yourself some gear to help support this totally free resource. If you're watching on YouTube, please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you keep up with all the cool stuff that we do. For you podcast listeners, we've also got our podcast now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. Figure It Out Baseball, the home of hundreds of free videos from dozens of college and professional coaches and specialists from great schools like this. So tell your friends about figureitoutbaseball.com, the world's #1 online coaching tool.